Hi everyone. I'm just coming on. I was in the middle of sorting out to do a sketch challenge for Scrimpys forum. Um, it's run by Team Scrimpys from Stampin' Up. That's YouTube just catching up, so there's a lag. And I just thought I'll pop on and just you guys and let you have a wee look and hopefully give Stampin' Up forum a wee boost and maybe get a few. So the sketch challenge is a weekly thing. It starts on a Monday morning and it runs through to a Friday evening, early hours Saturday morning, UK time. And then I upload it to one album for Amanda to, hi Sarah, to upload and move on to her blog to showcase them all. So I'm using a white card blank. I have got a piece of glitter paper that was part of the celebrations. Got another card white, blah, blah, blah. Another bit of white card so that I've just got a tiny wee border. And then I have got all my bits here all cut and ready to get stuck on. So I'm just going to start at the bottom and work my way up, as the saying goes. So what I did was, rather than waste all this glimmer paper, I die cut that part out so I can use it later, and I'm actually going to just trim that out another wee bit because I can probably get a few wee butterflies or something out of that up the top end anyway. So I'm just going to come round there, trim that there, and it just means I can use that for something else, that wee bit, rather than waste it. And that'll still go in there with a nice thin trim around it. So I'm just going to use some wet glue for this because it's too, let me see, this silly computer's taking forever to, it's too pretty to waste. You're right, Sarah, absolutely. Going round the edge of this, and I'll move that over so I can see chat because that's annoying me. There we go. I actually did stock up quite a bit of the glimmer paper, and I have been making sure that I don't waste it at all. Every bit it's getting used, literally. But because it's glitter paper, it's easier with wet glue. Dry adhesive tends to not stick properly to glitter. There we are. And what I'm going to do with this back bit, just to make sure it sits properly, that space there, is I'm actually taking a bit of brown parcel tape and I'm just going to tape that tiny wee bit down. No one's going to see it, but it will help it to stick better. You're just overhanging a wee bit there. Thank you. Just take that wee bit off. That's it. And then we will be putting that onto our card base, which gives me another thin white border around it. So again, I'm going to use some, in fact, no, I won't. I will use dry this time. So it's absolutely beautiful here today. But I am not in the mood to be going out and about, unfortunately. I'm rather stiff today. Off. There we go. And let me make sure I've got that wee thin border right around it. I'm trying to just make sure that I keep it at this side as well. Perfect. Hi Debbie. So we've got that so far. What is that down there? I'm going to get my eraser just to make sure, because I'm not sure if that's a bit of glue. Avalanche. Right. Just a tiny wee bit that's annoying me. It's actually a bit up there as well. That's a bit better. Right. So I have got this here. This was actually a deckled Spellbinders die. And it just gives you that nice deckled edge. I'll just put it that way maybe. Doesn't really show on that either. Oh, I've got that green there. It should show against that. So it's just a nice wee deckled edge. And I'm just backing it onto white. But I will be putting that on. Well, I think I might actually ink the edges of that actually. I think it will stand out a bit more. Mint macaron. Just keep it nice and simple. Put on sponge. Oh, that's no difficult. It's a sketch on Scrimpys Stampin' Up forum, Sarah. We post it on a Monday morning. It's posted, and it's run for the full week. And then Amanda showcases them all on her blog for the ones who agree Sunday. It's just a nice, easy challenge to keep us plodding over. The only criteria as such is it's got to be predominantly Stampin' Up. But if you don't have Stampin' Up, they're not going to shout you out about it, if you know what I mean. they're quite happy to have you joining in, really. That's one done. I will actually try and show you on my phone in a second the sketch. Right, so that's enough of that. Right, wait and we'll see. It's a challenge, if I'm honest. It's took me quite a few attempts to actually find what I wanted, because I've actually cut out other parts and they just didn't work for what I wanted them to be. And I was going to think about using mint macaron as my background, and that didn't work. So it's just something to kind of get the brain ticking over. I'm a bit of a challenge freak. I like to keep myself occupied, and I'm enjoying these wee type of challenges because they don't take too long. Well, it did this morning, right enough, because my brain's just not very much in the game. Right, wait, and I'll see if I can find it. Scrimpys. Forum. Come on, you. That's not working. We'll do it this way. Scrimpys. Forum, see what that comes up with. This phone is a waste of time. I'm really needing an upgrade. But I'll just need to wait a wee bit. There we go. Scrimpys stamping up forum. View pin post. And that's the sketch for this week. There. Let's turn it up a wee bit. So there is a few layers on that, but I obviously won't be using as many layers on like my backing bit, and I won't be adding any wee dots. I might add them as rhinestones or whatever, but at the moment I haven't decided what I'm doing with them. It's a nice, easy-ish sketch. So now I put a wee bit of mint macaron on there. I will get them stuck down. Where did I throw my tape? Because I just throw everything everywhere. I'm just about to run out of this like that. So I had pulled another one out. This is me using up the last of my tape supplies that I've had for goodness knows how long. They've been in my drawer. I don't really like thin tapes. I prefer a thick tape. But I've had these in my stash for ages, and I thought, do you know what? Get them out the way. Rather than wasting them. Oops. and I hadn't actually taped that down properly. I just lightly put it down so I could see what I was doing. That's one done. And second one there. Excuse me a second. Jordan, are you burning toast? Oh boy. Still burns toast. So has any of you ladies got anything nice planned for the weekend? I'm having a nice quiet weekend. Jaden's going to my mum's tonight and staying till Sunday tea time. So I'm intending having a very chilled out weekend. Right, so that's those two parts done. And they're going to overlap slightly. Like that. Oops, daisy. I'm just going to put 3 strips on that one. Because it's going under quite a few other layers, so it won't need just as much stain power. And my new faster broadband goes on next week as well. What day is it goes on? Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to that. Make a huge difference. Because just now, if the boys are on the PlayStation or anything, it just trying to upload to YouTube is horrendous. Which is why I end up doing live. Because at least that way it's feeding it through automatically. Okay, that's not so good, Sarah. As I said, I'm a bit sore this morning myself. I've been overdoing it the last few days and my body's telling me no, no, no. Which is one of the reasons that Jaden's going to my mum's for a few days. Just so I can get back on my feet again. Right, so we're doing this now, which the layering is literally just going to be your little sparkles round outside. It is quite... Oh no, Sarah, I really need to... I just push it sometimes. It's more annoying than anything else. When you know you need to get stuff done. And you can't help but push yourself at times. But I do need to start learning to call it a day when the body's telling you. Right. So let's get this lined up. It just takes a wee bit of to get that where it should be, like that. And as I said, it is just a tiny wee bit of sparkle around the outside, but it's adding a tiny wee bit of interest, which I like. So that's going on there. Now, let me just click over and double check again, because I can't remember. Yep, it goes under. Right, so this part is going under. So that's getting trimmed. Let me just see. Trim that around there. Oops, that's not very straight. That's better. So that's going to go just a bit there. And again, we'll put that on with some double-sided tape. This paper liner is absolutely gorgeous, and I love mint macaron. It's just, I really could cry that colour's been retired. It's one of the ones I'm actually quite glad I'm not a demo, because it means I can continue using it, where the demos have got to basically put it to the side and start using the new in colours. So I'm quite glad I don't need to. I can still keep playing with the ones I like. Right, so that's going over there. Then we have got this wee border. And all I did with that, I've got this wee banner, which was a civics set, and it had, what do you call it, like filigree bits for in the middle and dots and stuff. But all I done was I took my strip and fed it through just the bottom part and put it through my die cutter so that it cut out the flag shape. And that's going to go across there like that. So I'm just going to trim that down at this side. And I'm just giving it a tiny wee border there. I haven't got it yet, Sarah. I have said to Amanda I'm going to be ordering it probably in, it'll probably be just over a week's time, because I've got Jaden's birthday on the 10th. So unfortunately, his birthday comes before Stampin' Up. Sick individual that I am. No. But I had Ian's birthday on Tuesday and Jaden's birthday's on the 10th, so the beginning of May is a bit of a poor. But I will be getting it. I'm going to get the bigger bundle. I was a bit unsure, if I'm honest, when I seen it. I thought it looks a bit like the Moroccan one that's in the catalogue at the moment, which I'm not a fan of. But I've seen a few tutorials using it, and I actually really quite like it, if I'm honest. Jaden's is the 10th, and then my nephew is the 25th. They're the same age. Jaden's 15 days older. Jack. This is what I mean by the glitter not taking the adhesive very well. I was expecting with my sister-in-law, although they found out really early on with Jack. I think they found out September time, and I found out, I kind of had an inkling at Christmas time, but I didn't tell Ian until the beginning of January. And we told the family on the 3rd of January, and Jaden was born before Jack. It was annoyance. I wasn't very popular. Right, so we're going to put that on there, but I'm going to use dimensionals for that. So let me just pull my dimensionals out. But the boys are just chalk and cheese. Jack is absolutely humongous for his age. He towers over my brother and my sister-in-law. He's a big boy. And Jaden's a wee snout. He's a wee tiny tot. He's still some clothes that a 7-8-year-old. He's tiny. But he gets away with murder because he's the tot of the family, as the saying goes. But I've left the link to Scrimpys forum in the description bar. Oops, what's this? Family board games from the school. Drive me nuts. Right, so that's going to go on there. Let me just move that down a wee bit. Yep, like that. And then, let me just double check that I'm not missing anything else. Right, so it's just my rhinestones now. And I think I'm going to use smaller ones because I think the larger ones will just overpower it too much. Let me just see. Bring out my wee basket. No, I will just stick with my. Oh, they're quite pretty actually. They might work. No. Stick to my original plan. Right, and again, I'd never ever trust these adhesive stickers because they always end up falling off. So I'm just adding a tiny wee dot of glossy accents just to make sure that they stay where they're meant to put it. So just 1, 2, 3. Turn it around. And this wee tiny bottle I got from XCS, which is Xanderous Crafty Stash, and that's another Facebook page. Whoops, there's a hair on. Wee odds and sods for crafting. They've started getting in rhinestones and pearl bling and things like that. Is that another hair? It blooming is. Honestly, sometimes, see when you've got a dog in the house, blooming hairs go everywhere. Drives me bananas. Right, so that's where wee bling's put on. And what I think I might do is my sentiments are here. Let me just see what one I like there. Not keen on them. I think I'm going to use congratulations up there. And in here I will just have a stamped image. I think I will probably use the image from Beautiful You in the centre, but I'm not sure. But that's the basic sketch anyway. So I hope that's inspired you to pull out your odds and sods and get crafting, because it is a beautiful card to embellish onto. I'm keeping a lot of my sentiments just now quite generic because they are doing a Stampin' Up challenge for Ronald McDonald House. I am going to be doing a lot of cards for that. I have already done 25. Where did I put them? I've done 25 the other day. No, 35, sorry. And it's just been using scraps. Just layering and embellishments. So they're quite pretty. What's that we can? And like that one. I did stick to a lot of the Succulent Garden, the colours from Succulent Garden, which was Sweet Sugar Plum, Old Olive, Mint Macaron, Tip Top Taupe and Calypso Coral, and I've stuck to that for most of these cards, and it's just made it so easy. So I want to try and have 50 for them to go. So a lot of the cards I'm doing just now are quite generic sentiments, so they can all go the same way. So that's the reasoning behind it. Thanks, Sarah. As I said, it's a brilliant charity. Absolutely fantastic. Especially, as I said, because when kids aren't well and they're ill, they need their parents beside them, and if they're having to travel 100 miles sometimes to get to specialist hospitals, when they should be. So I'm going to try and support it as much as I can. I am going to be doing a Stampin' Up YouTube hop. So if anyone's interested in taking part, the only specifications are, if you want to take part and contribute, you just need to send the cards to your Stampin' Up demonstrator and they will forward them. You can't put your personalised label on the back. I'll see if I can open this one. This is one I had made up previously, but my stamp should be on it. It is. So you're not allowed to stamp the back of your card. It's got to be blank. But the other thing is it's got to be Stampin' Up stuff, and it is UK based. So if there's any UK crafters who have Stampin' Up goods and would like to take part, which I am doing the YouTube hop, starting on the 1st of June to the 25th of June. And at the moment, there is only a few of us. Amanda's going to start it and finish it. I will be doing a few classes in between. I am going to do a long live one with a 14 card one sheet wonder, a 12 by 12, and Kazakins 1 has also agreed to take part. International can also take part in the hop. obviously for shipping the cards over and things, it's not possible. But if you want to take part and promote, then absolutely I'd be chuffed to bits to have you join in. So if anyone is interested, give me a wee message on Facebook, private message me on here, or email me. And it's just carmcclure@gmail.com. And we can sort out dates and things near all the time. Anyway, I'm going to love yous and leave yous, ladies. Thank you for joining me today. And I hope it's inspired you to pull your bits and pieces out and craft. As I said, it's a lovely wee sketch and we can all just play. So thanks again, Sarah and Debbie. I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.